Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the next installment of our New Year celebrations. I'm going solo today. I wasn't expecting to stream, but I was intrigued by our game slash spectacular loss last night, where we had four players, each playing with the Grey Wanderer contract. So I wanted to try again with a couple of changes. So here we are. I'm the WanderingTook, and here I am playing my solo Galadriel deck again. And a couple of things that I should point out about this Grey Wanderer contract, which is absolutely amazing on the surface, but isn't quite as powerful as you think once you dig down into the details. Note that it allows you to play cards out of Sphere, but A, only during the planning phase, and B, only for the first non-unique card you play. So we got lucky last time. I don't think we broke the rules too badly. I think I was okay. We got to watch our plays of a very good tail because you can't play an in-sphere ally first. And I think Bomber ended up playing Steward of Gondor, which actually is illegal because it is a unique card. So this takes a little bit of rethinking in order to play. So I wanted to play something different. I didn't want to go up against a dragon this time. I thought, hey, Trouble in Tharbad, that'd be a great idea because it kind of plays with the threat reduction and secrecy, and at the same time gives you a bit of a challenge because you've got that Nalier Dwarf. However, it also has the caveat that any player card that reduces your threat is immediately removed from the game. So first turn Galadriel would eliminate me if I actually wanted to use her ability at all. So we're not going to do that. I decided since I'm playing solo, let's play a quest that nobody would ever want to play with me, and that is the Ghost of Framsburg. And we'll see how this goes solo. All right, so I have decided not to take a mulligan. I don't even know what to expect from this. Mirror Galadriel's nice, and I could see this discarding, well, two of these cards, which are amazing to have in your discard pile. So, hey, maybe I'll get lucky. All right, so quest card 1A, the Haunted Keep. The search for the legendary sword of Fram has led you to the long-forgotten city of Framsburg. There's an evil lair inside the keep, and you wonder what dangers wait for you in the darkness within. Okay, so the cursed tomb gets set aside out of play. We get to add a location to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. So of course, that's going to be the Forgotten Crypt, because we absolutely have to have this, otherwise this game will take forever. Key being, don't travel here to the very end. You're going to need that to dig out that last loot objective. All right, so those get shuffled into the deck. And quest card B. A curse lays on the keep, and foul creatures prowl through the night. But you will not be deterred from your search. This stage cannot be defeated unless the players control at least one loot objective. Okie dokie. Here we go. All right, so first things first, I'm going to use Galadriel's ability to lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. I'm actually not lowering my threat because I'm going to immediately use the Grey Wanderer, which raises my threat by 1, to ready her and add 2 resources. All right. So decisions. I believe we're going to start with getting the Kelduin Traveler out, getting the Mirror out, and let's just see what happens when we exhaust the Mirror. Oh, I do like a very good tail. So we are going to pull out a very good tail. Shuffle the deck up, and of course, through the magic of random discards. Oh, I thought I was going to discard a very good tail. Look at that! The fates are with me. It's my stand-and fight. All right. Well, this is a very good starting point then. All right, so this is not a very good start if I want to fight anything. So let's just hope I don't get any really low threat enemies right off the bat. I'm going to quest with my Kelduin Traveler, and of course exhaust Nenya and Galadriel to give him +4, so I'm questing for 6. We have Forgotten Crypt in the staging area, and the first card we reveal is a card that whiffs. You have to attach it to a questing hero. Well, here's the catch. Galadriel's not actually questing. Hello. All right. So I've actually made 4 progress. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So I actually don't want to travel here, remember, because that would be bad. I want to save that for the loot. Choices, choices, choices. I do want to exhaust Galadriel for her ability to draw a card. Oh, that's nice. And we'll, of course, do the contract. All right, I want to be very, very careful in how I do this. In fact, because the Mirror of Galadriel is awesome, but I don't want to accidentally give up my very good tail. I do... Ooh, having Glorfindel out right away would be awesome. The healer I don't need yet. That is amazing. I have to discard 2 cards from my hand. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I am going to go for it. This might be a really bad idea. So I have to discard 2 cards. That, of course, is going to be Glorfindel and my giant bear. Now, right, and I can't very good tail that. That's the kicker. I can't use very good tail yet because that was my first non-unique card. So I have a defender on the board, which is nice. All right, so we're going to do exactly the same thing again. We're going to quest for 6. First card. Oh, I must raise my threat by 1 for each questing character I control. Yep, I can handle that. So, once again, I put plenty of progress on the quest. Time to ready up. Draw a card with Galadriel. Do that. Okay, Reforge is awesome. That's how I get my Nenya back, if in case I lose it. We're going to start by playing my first non-unique card, which will be a very good tail, and plop the first 5 cards out on the table. Oh my goodness. And the rest will get discarded. Well, this is an easy choice. We're going to put out our 2 shapeshifters, skin changers. That worked out really, really well. I will then pay 1 for resourceful, which means I can add additional resource tokens per round. Okay, and what the heck will... Ooh, that Guardian's really good too. All right, we are going to spend 2 for a Rittermark's Finest. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so I am going to quest for 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this guy is a 1/1/1. Oh, come on, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. I am, well, in engagement phase. I'm actually going to engage him. When he attacks, you raise the defending player's threat by 1. So at this point, I am going to discard both of my Bjorning skin changers to bring out 2 giant bears. The Crypt Stalker will attack. I will defend. Raise your threat by 1. Okay, so my threat goes up by 2 because he raises it when he attacks. I will then hit him back for 3. All in all, not bad. It's nice to see my defenses getting online. All right, so let's rearrange things a little bit. Let's throw my defender out, my bears, these guys. All right. Of course, I'm exhausting Gladriel to draw a card. Hello, 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 hello. What to do, what to do. What to do indeed. Okay, you know what? We're going to put the Silver Harp on. Just look at my restricted attachments. I think that's the only restricted I have. Excellent. So now I can Mirror of Gladriel with impunity. Let's grab a Wild Stallion. Ooh, a Resourceful. That would be absolutely amazing at this point. And it doesn't matter what I exhaust or what I discard, so I'm just going to Silver Harp to bring it back to my hand so I don't ever have to worry about that. Okay. Well, I'm going to use one resource for another resourceful, which means we've got money to burn now, which means I can safely put out my healer, which is in Sphere, because I have the lower resource icon. Okay, now we're in a really good spot. So once again, I am questing for 6. And it's a bounce. Okay, wonderful. We finally have something with the Discover keyword. So I will travel to the Haunted Hall, which means we reveal the top 4 cards. There is loot and no hazards. All right, so I'm allowed to take 1 loot objective, add it to the staging area. And if there is a hazard, I have to take 1 random hazard. And that did not happen. Let me just double check the loot. Discover, you take the loot and you attach it to the location as a guarded objective. Excellent. And I could attach it, I could use it to reduce my threat by 2. That is so amazing. All right, combat. Well, he's attacking for 1. I will exhaust the Guardian of Rivendell to defend. Either raise your threat by 2. Well, I'm raising it by 3 because he also raises it by 1. And I don't want him returning to the staging area because I do want to pounce on him with bears. And he is dead. Excellent. I'd say we're sitting pretty. All right. Been using Galadriel to draw a card. Of course, using my usual trick. I am allowed to spend $2 on an out-of-sphere card as my first card. And I will spend 3 for another Guardian. Why didn't I put my Brandy Bug out? I guess that'll be later. Collapse these a little bit. Okay. What did I do here? I did not use my harp yet and my mirror. Should have done that first. That's okay. We'll put out a Wild Stallion. All right. We're going to quest a little harder this time. Place 2 progress on any location. That includes this guy up here. So we don't have to go through here too fast. So we'll of course do that. That'll be 6, 7. You know what? We'll just do 8. 8 to the 2 in the staging area because I do want to try to clear that. Doomed 1. Each player chooses an exhausted character he controls. Till the end of the round, characters cannot be readied by player card effects. Yeah. Alright, so Doomed 1. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I blow through this. This goes away. This becomes attached to Galadriel. And this immediately advances. Ooh, hello. Night deepens outside, and a sense of dread grows with each passing hour you spend inside the haunted keep. You fear that if you don't find Fram's sword and escape quickly, you will lose yourself to the darkness. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, and then everybody reveals an encounter card. Ha! Basically a whiff. At the beginning of the quest phase, the first player must choose either raise its player's threat by 2 or discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a location's discarded. Well, I really like that because I don't want to travel here yet and I need another location. So before the round is up, I am going to exhaust Scath's Tea. Oh, and attached hero. Okay. Okay. I got you. So Galadriel's going to need as many actions as she can get to reduce the threat. All right. Well, let's ready up for the next round. I will look at the top 10 cards with my Mirror of Galadriel. Oh, these are so good. Westroad Traveler would get me a little bit more willpower. I mean, I'm not exactly itching for any of these cards yet, so let's just put the Westroad Traveler in my hand. Because I'm not itching for cards, I'm doing very well. I am not going to trigger her ability. I'm going to trigger her ability, or trigger her with Scath's Teeth to reduce my threat by 2. I'm then going to spend $2 to bring out the Wild Stallion. And I'm going to attach it to one of my defenders. Raise my threat by 1. Okay, so a net reduction of 1 threat because I want the money. And I do want another quester out. How are we doing so far, hey? All right. So, usual bit. Let's quest for 6, 7, 9. I must discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until a location is discarded. Note that now we have another loot in the discard pile. I should double check that that's just the one loot. Yeah. Okay, so now staging. Bats! Well, it's the active location. Well, the active location has a dark trait. Bats cannot take damage. Well, lovely. 1, 5, 7. That is 2 progress. I will, of course, go to the Haunted Hall. Discover 4. Complete whiff on both accounts. No loot and no hazards. The bats will come down. I will defend with my beefed up Guardian of Rivendell. The bats can't take damage. Well, we already knew that. Ready up for next round. Okay, what to do from here? Well, we'll do the mirror trick, of course. For another horse, I will bring my threat down by 2, and then ready myself up again. So that's a net reduction of 1 threat, but with the 2 resources. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring out Glorfindel. And then Glorfindel will eventually get a mount and be really, really awesome. Okay, so we will, again, do our usual 6, and then we'll go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Draw it. Whoops, not you. 12. I might as well exhaust the skin changer so that in case I need the actions later, I can always turn him into a Bjorning Guardian. 4, 5, 6 plus 6 is 12. Yeah, so I have to discard cards until a location is revealed and add it to the staging area. Okay, that's good. That's really good. 2 threat. Staging! Haha! Afraid of the dark once again. Whiffs. So I pass by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes away. I have decided to travel to the hidden staircase, which is discover 2. No hazard, no loot, goes away. It is dark, so once again, I can't do a darn thing about this bat. I will just exhaust to defend it. Discard a non-objective attachment you control. Yeah. Silver Harp. All right. New round. Usual trick. All right, $6. What can I do? I can put the Silver Harp back on Galadriel. I can put a horse on Glorfindel. And we're going to leave that. Yeah, why do I keep forgetting about my Curious Brandy book? You might wonder why I even have them in this deck. I don't think I need another Resourceful, but I will bring out another mount. Oh, these Wild Stallions are fantastic. All right, let's clear this out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And of course, Galadriel is always boosting, like he'll do in Traveler. Discard until locations are discarded. Ooh, the old lantern's out. Okay. Okay. Well, now both loots are in the discard pile. Is there only one Forgotten Crypt? Is there really only one? Because that means I have to cycle through this whole deck to get to it again. All right. Well, staging. Evil Spirit. When it's destroyed, shuffle it back into the encounter deck if the active location is dark. That's really bad because that's another card I have to deal with. So, how much did I win by? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I win by 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This goes away. Okay, Moonlit Passage. Discover 2. There is a hazard. So guess what? Both of these end up in play. All right. However, this is not dark. Therefore, the bats are killable. And the Evil Spectre, we're going to have fun with him. All right, I'm going to pull down an Evil Spectre. The bats will be defended by one of the guardians. And the evil specter will be defended by the beefed up guardian. Wonderful. Do I actually not have enough? Okay, I have to... Oh, yeah, I could do either. But let's just activate the skin changer now. Get a bear out and play. So between 3 bears, these guys are all dead. Oh, Beorn would be so proud of me. All right. All right, this is looking good. So the usual trick to decrease my threat by 1. That's a lot of resources. We'll go 1, 2, 3 to put out the Bjorn Guardian. 1, 2 for a mount. Ooh, a mount on that Guardian would be so good right now. Let's do that. All right, so I've got a fair amount of combat on me. Elven Jeweler, hey? That Elven Jeweler... I'll just spend the money, because why not? That Elven Jeweler is fodder. Fodder for bad treacheries. Okay, so, quest phase. At the beginning of the quest phase, we must raise threat by 2 or discard until we get a location. Whoops, not you. Not you. Haunted Hall. All right. Anything to drain this encounter deck quickly would be awesome. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 threat. Oh my goodness. 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. Yes. 15. All right. To 10. So, I get out of here with 5. All right, this haunted hall thing is a bit annoying. How many hazards do I actually want to deal with right now? All right. Well, we'll travel here anyways, because we do want to drain the encounter deck. Ruins, hazard. Well, that hazard is this one, which I have to reveal. Each player chooses and exhausts a character. Okay, that'll be my Bjorning Guardian. Characters cannot be readied by player card effects. Well, that is really too bad. So we will just leave the Evil Spectre out there for another round, since we're at a dark location anyways. I will defend with my Guardian of Rivendell. It's not undefended, but I do raise my threat by 1. And I will then do the Bear Pounce. Next round. Usual trick. Yeah, but I actually don't need to do anything, do I? Let's, mirror trick. A very good tail. Yeah, I don't need a very good tail right now. Let's put out the long defeat. No, no, no. I saw another... No, I won't do that. Yeah, I will. Yes, I will. Change my mind. 1, 2. We'll Send out another one to her. West Road Traveler. I will not change because no. Although that is a great, great idea. How many cards are in the discard pile? One. A little too late for that. Okay, we're gonna put that back. We're gonna use her later to try to. Oh, it's immune to player card effects. Never mind. Never mind. I was hoping I could spam it, but no, I cannot. Okay, so once again, I have to discard cards on the top of the encounter deck. Why do I keep doing that? Until we get a location. Hidden staircase. Okay, so at this point, we have one loot in here. One, two, three, four, five, six threat. All right, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because I am determined to get out of here. All right, 2 hour 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. All right, let us go discovering. That is not a loot. Unfortunate. Once again, dark. So I don't want to engage this specter yet. I will engage the creature. Defend with him. And it's a nothing. Bear Pounce. Well, the Bjorning can join in too. All right, next round. Oh, that is so funny. I really like that. I really like that as an option. Okay, so we are going to... Oh, no, no, because beginning of the quest phase. We discard cards till we get a location anyways. So never mind that. It's a good thing those Merquid bats aren't in here. Where you raise all your threat by the resources you have. That would be bad. But why not? Why not send out an archer? Da, 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 da. Look at that. Galadriel and her army. Okay, beginning of the quest phase. Well, there is our hidden staircase. Again, a dark location. 6, 10, 14, 15. 6. Haunted Hall adds another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. Absolutely great. We are going to the Haunted Hall. No loot, but we do have a hazard. It's dark. Dang it. Dang it. All right. All right. I think I am going to bring one of these guys down. Just so I don't have too many up there. Oh no, damage. The bears will pounce on it, kill it, but it will actually get shuffled into the encounter deck instead. And my healer will heal this damage. And we'll ready up. Mirror Gladriel. All right. 1, 2, 3 for another Guardian. 1. Why not put the long defeat up here for what it's worth? In case you're wondering, I'm leaving the Guardian or the mirror and the Guardian out because if I end up, I don't want to bring the Guardian out to discard my mirror because I may need that later as shadow fodder. 6, 10, 14, 15, 16. Once again, 2 hour 6. Each character gets -1 will. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lose. I actually don't get through. Oh, you know what? Forget that. I didn't do this quest effect. I have to discard cards until I get a location, so that didn't happen. That happened instead. All right, now I get the next card. Okay. So instead, we're back at 17. Or 16. 16, 17? We'll see if it even matters. I still get out with plenty. All right. To the Curse Tower. No loot, no hazards. We'll engage the Crypt Stalker, who will increase my threat by 1 just for being him. Oh no. Right. All right. Bear Pounce. Whoops, wrong ones. Okay, so at this point, do we just cycle through yet again? And that, dear friends, is the quest in a nutshell, and why nobody ever plays it anymore. All right, let's see what happens. We'll do my usual game here. Arwen, I really like, so we'll keep her out. One, 2 for Arwen. And she will, of course, boost him, because he's my main defender. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 to 6. Well, first of all, that gets added. Oh, we have a second Forgotten Crypt. Okay. Oh, my heart jumps. All right. Excellent. From Shade is out, so he gets additional everything because we have a loot. Okay, so we have, what do we have added here? We have another 6 added, which means we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This goes away. Oh, this is amazing. We are going to go to one of the Forgotten Crypts, which means we discard cards until an undead enemy is discarded, add it to the staging area, then attach a loot to it. All right, which loot do we want? We don't need the old lantern. Well, let's put out the crypt key, guarded by... That's not undead. That's undead. Well, excellent. We are sitting pretty now. All right. Oh, this is so good. So good. Okay. Fram, we actually can wait. I will engage the evil specter. Defend with him. An additional attack. Yeah, that's fine. Defender cannot ready until the end of the round. Okay, so he's going to stay knelt. He is a 4. He is a 3, so I will take 1 damage. Bear pounce. He is dead. I get the crypt key. Fram gets a little bit nastier. I can exhaust this to either increase or decrease a discover value. That's pretty good. But of course, this immediately triggers. The Cursed Shade. You found Fram's tomb in the catacombs below the keep, but it is guarded by the ghastly shade of Fram himself. You must defeat him in order to win his blade, but you're not sure if you can face the terror of his cold gaze. All right, when revealed. Okay, so let's get rid of the long defeat first. We will just draw 2 cards. The first player adds the Cursed Tomb to the staging area. Each other player, doesn't happen. All right, what is the Cursed Tomb? We can't travel here unless we control 3 loot objectives. After we travel here, we add From Shade, and he attacks everybody. Okay. From Shade is immune to player card effects. While the Cursed Tomb is in the victory display, From Shade gains victory 6. Okay, so we have to get to the Cursed Tomb, pass through the Cursed Tomb, and then defeat From Shade to win, and we are also very close. I'm going to heal up. We no longer have to search the deck for locations, which is great. New round. He stays down. Okie dokie. The usual trick. 1, 2, 3 for a guardian. The mirror trick. For a test of will, it's about time one of those things popped up. Well, now I have enough cards that I can safely play another guardian, discarding 2 cards. That will, of course, be a very good tail and the long defeat, because I'm not going to need it anymore. I will also put another horse into play, which, let's just get rid of them to peg off the hidden staircase. Might as well use their ability at some point, right? Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. 17 to our 5. 10. Ugh. 14, really? Okay, we'll add another 1, 2, 3. Let another 3 to that mess. Cursed Tower has 3, which means 1, 2, 3. We are going to go to the other Forgotten Crypt. Man, am I going to get locked? I have to think about this carefully. I think I might want to delay a turn. Yeah, let's not travel. No, if we travel, at least we can get the brandy buck out. Yeah, let's just do it. Go big or go home. Curious brandy buck comes out, which means I get to put that final loot back. Actually, that was a good idea. We didn't want that deck to recycle. Guarded by another evil specter. Come to think of it. This guy should have been shuffled back into the encounter deck because it was a dark location that was active. As will this guy, so I'm probably getting another shade next turn. All right. Raise your threat by 1. I can handle that. The bears pounce. He dies. I take control of the old lantern. Oh, that's not exactly what I thought it was. Okay. Done. I now control 3 loot, which means next turn I can travel to the Cursed Tome. And also, he is really nasty. Excellent. Well, we are very quickly running out of cards. One, two, three for another Keldoan Traveler. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 so far. What do we have in the staging area? 6, 11, 14, 16. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and she is, of course, buffing him. Let's add another one. Yeah. All right. Card is Doomed 1. Each player must choose raise your threat by 1 or discard a Elven Jeweler. I'm not raising my threat for all that junk. Yeah. All right. So that is it. I win by a healthy 10. Which means I can travel to the Cursed Tomb. After the players travel here, From Shade attacks me. And he gets 3 shadow cards. There are no cards left in the encounter deck. Well, that's nice. The active location has the dark trait, so he actually flat out kills him. Because I have 4, 5, 6, 7, and he is attacking 4, 6, 7, 8. That is enough. Oh, my guardian and his horse. All right, I will, of course, engage him. And I will defend with him, and he will die. He'll just bite it. There's no cards left in the encounter deck. What does he have here? He's got 6 defense and 6 hit points. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's pitch Glorfindel to ready Glorfindel for another 4. And we have killed From Shade, put him in the victory display, and that is a win! A win with a Grey Wanderer contract. Galadriel versus the Ghost of Framsburg. So there you have it. It is possible. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I didn't make too many mistakes this time. I think that was actually a legit play. Okay, Happy New Year again, everyone. See you later.